So away we go then with the last match of this World Football Challenge. Chelsea against Club America from the Cowboys Stadium in Arlington. It's a magnificent venue in Texas. Club America in the predominantly all-yellow strip, kicking from right to left in this opening half. And Chelsea given a considerable boost earlier today by the announcement that their talismanic captain John Terry will be staying with the club and has turned down the approaches from Manchester City, who wanted to make him one of the best played players in the world. He's staying with Chelsea, where he came through the youth system. Not involved in the starting 11 this evening though, and a chance for some of the fringe Chelsea players to make an impact. Scoring point system in this tournament. Clubs receive 1 point for each goal scored in the match, up to a maximum of 3 per match. 3 points for a win if you win it in 90 minutes, but this being the United States, we can't have a draw. There will be a penalty shootout to determine winners if teams are level at the end of the regulation 90 minutes. Each team will get a point for the draw, and they would also get a point if they won the penalty shootout. And the team with the highest overall number of points will determine the World Football Challenge. Nice ball down this near side. Block came in from Alex, the Brazilian defender. Here's Mancien, a defender that Chelsea have such high hopes for. Turned back by Florent Malouda. Sturridge waits in the middle for the cross. It isn't forthcoming, it's a goal kick instead. Club America, one of the most wealthy clubs in South America, but they're not having the best of times domestically, and indeed are facing a bit of a struggle to actually stay in the first division in Mexico. Jesus Ramirez, the recently appointed coach, looking to turn around the club's fortunes. Played back by Sturridge. Carvalho, captaining the Chelsea team this evening. Here's Michael Essien. Essien will just adopt that role, sitting in front of the Chelsea back four. It does look again as though Carlo Ancelotti is employing the 4-1-2-1 system, with the diamond scenario in midfield and then the 2 players up front. Here's Mancien. Gets up on this near side by Sinclair. Deco's pass going astray. Deco will certainly be hoping that he gets an improvement in his personal fortunes with Chelsea. A major disappointment so far, hasn't really fulfilled the promise that arrived with him when he first turned up at Stamford Bridge. Deco, the Portuguese international, though of course he was born in Brazil, moved to Portugal back in 1997, and was somewhat controversially given Portuguese citizenship and nationality. Cabanas loses out, and a chance now for Deco to come forward for Chelsea. It's Kalou on this near side, 2 in the middle. This wasn't the best really from Solomon Kalou. Run made on this near side by Beausejour, but Cabanas switches play out to that far side to Oscar Royas. Reina. Turn is made by Escueda. Escueda once more. It was good play, but Cabanas just couldn't quite control. Plenty of Chelsea supporters have timed their annual family holiday to come out and watch their team in the United States. Sturridge couldn't quite find a way through. That's a delicious ball into the middle. Escueda teeing it up. Here's Beausejour up against Mancien, who sticks out a leg. Club America get the corner though. Michael Mancien, the England under-21 international. A terrific ball through just there. Just didn't quite work out though for Escueda. Interesting corner, taken short. Escueda with the ball in. Ilaria thought about coming for that and said it was hooked away to safety by Alex. Sinclair's ball forward. Deco rather felt he was fouled there. Mancien. Chelsea with a 2-0 victory over Inter and their former boss Jose Mourinho in their opening match. Played into the middle. Oh! Sturridge puts it wide. Possibly had a little bit more time than he thought. The ball in from Scott Sinclair. And Daniel Sturridge, well, you can see there he's clearly onside. And it almost comes off his shin, really, rather than him making any firm connection with the ball. Laid back by Reina. Away by Essien. Pardo couldn't get there. Here is Pavel Pardo. Back in Mexican football after a spell in Germany in the Bundesliga with Stuttgart, and he actually won the Bundesliga with them a couple of years ago, back in 2007. That's too long. Mancien, who had a spell on loan with Wolves last season, has also been out on loan for quite some time with Queen's Park Rangers, but now most certainly looking to cement a regular place in the Chelsea matchday squad. Here's Alex, the Brazilian. Sinclair. Deco. Deco just shoving Beausejour out the way then. And the Club American man wanting a free kick there, didn't get it, the Chilean international. Hutchison with the ball back. Here's Hilario. The Portuguese now reaching the veteran stage, the Chelsea goalkeeper. And facing a fresh threat to his position as regular backup to Petr Cech from Ross Turnbull, who was signed from Middlesbrough this summer on a free transfer. Deco. Hutchinson. Maluda was fouled. Ricardo Royas with the challenge. Florent Maluda, who signed a new 3-year contract with Chelsea this week. It's been a pretty good week as far as Chelsea are concerned in terms of that. Didier Drogba agreeing to sign a new deal with the club as well. John Terry publicly saying that he is going to stay with them. Deco then with this free kick. Decent ball in as well, it was towards Alex, cleared away though by Aquivaldo Mosquera. Mosquera, the Colombian international. You can see Alex there trying to steal in around the back of the central defender. Corners floated deep. Pardo. Time to clear. Picked up here by Reina. Serda lets it go out for the throw. Nicely won. Cabanas. So America can't keep hold of it. That's a free kick. Little tug on the shirt by Esqueda. Enrique Esqueda, who scored the first goal against Milan. And that 2-1 victory. Club America opening this World Football Challenge with a 1-1 draw against Inter, which they won on penalties. And then a 2-1 victory over Milan, a late winner from Daniel Marquez. So 3 points for the win, 2 points for the winning draw, if you like, and 3 points for the goals mean that they have 8 points coming into this fixture. Chelsea with a 2-0 victory over Inter, Didier Drogba, and a penalty from Frank Lampard. And then a 2-1 victory over Milan just 48 hours ago in the M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Drogba again on target and a first goal on his debut for the new signing, Yuri Zirkov. So 3 points for each win, 4 points for the goals, 5 points from each match, 10 in total for Carlo Ancelotti's team. Ancelotti, who admitted that it was a little surreal almost to be playing his former club Milan a couple of days ago, just a couple of months after leaving Milan after 8 years in charge of them. This is a player with Milan as well. And Chelsea having really gone through the managers in the last couple of seasons since the departure of Jose Mourinho, hoping that in Carlo Ancelotti they found a man who can take them to new heights. Forward by Serda. Silva's ball out of play. Won by Mancien. Turned back by Essien. Away by Hilario. Header was won well by Solomon Kalou. Maluda. Looking towards Sturridge. Not going to keep it in. There you can see the roof is closed. And how about that for a stadium? It is mightily impressive. The new home of the world-renowned Dallas Cowboys American football team. No way through for Esqueda, forward by Malouda. Essien, looking to sweep it out to this near side, finds Mancien. Forward by Deco. Deco once more. Essien, almost effortless really from the Ghanaian international. Deco. Here's Ricardo Carvalho. Sturridge with a little touch off. Hutchinson. Mancien. All the way through to Armando Navarrete, the Club America goalkeeper. That is apparently the largest big screen in the United States. It dominates things, doesn't it, above the pitch there. Block was by Hutchinson. Must be so glad to be playing football again, Sam Hutchinson. Had all sorts of injury problems over the last couple of years, the left back. Came on as a late substitute against Milan and played the whole of the second half against Seattle in a warm-up match before this tournament. And of course, with the departure of Wayne Bridge to Manchester City, Hutchinson will most definitely be the backup to Ashley Cole for that left-back position. Starting this match in place of the England international. You have just joined us. Chelsea making 11 changes from the side that started against Milan just 48 hours ago. As it's predominantly the same Club America team that started their last match in this World Football Challenge against Milan. Now a yellow card. And that yellow card has gone to Ricardo Rojas. Certainly pulling on Sturridge. The American referee reaching for his pocket though. Deco will leave it for Hutchinson, who himself might actually be leaving it. Alex. Essien. Mancien's ball forward. There on John Bourgeois. Mancien having to get back quickly. Bourgeois. Stopped by Sinclair. Chelsea clear as far as Sturridge. Somewhat fortuitously to see it fell to a player in a blue shirt in the shape of Malouda, and Club America able to get away with it. Foul in the end on Partido. Just for a moment it looked as though Chelsea were going to slice their way through the yellow-shirted rearguard of the Mexicans. Hutchinson. Chelsea fans all over the world boosted by John Terry's announcement earlier today in the build-up to this match that he will be staying with the club, resisting the overtures being made to him from Manchester City. John Terry, who was actually having quite a laugh downstairs with members of the local police force There was a form of motorised scooter, which was a stand-up scooter that the Chelsea captain had quite a go on and seemed to be quite taken with. You see them at Grand Prix paddocks and various things like that. And the Chelsea captain enjoyed a good ride on that. Guillermo Cerda. Chase on from this near side for Beaujour. Up against Mancienne. And able to get the cross in as well. Put behind by Hutchison. Club America get the corner. Good play from Beaujour, the Chilean international. He's a much travelled player, the number 29 here on this near side for Club America. He's played in Switzerland, Brazil, Belgium and in Chile. Partido with the corner. Vastly experienced, now 33 years old. 33 today, incidentally, the corner taker. Whistle's gone. Good save from Hilario. Excellent save from the goalkeeper. Whistle had gone though for an infringement. Now, what's the problem here? The referee saw something that he didn't like. Hutchison being held. Deco. Poor ball. Beaujour picks it up for Club America and has some space on this near side. Beaujour. Oh, it should have been the opening goal. Really should have been. Escueda misses. Hilario relieved. It was a fantastic move from Club America. Look how Chelsea is stretched at the back. The pullback from Beaujour, and Escueda puts it the wrong side of the post. How did I miss? Would seem to be the question that he's asking himself. Escueda, who like a couple of his Club America teammates was part of the Mexico under-17 squad that won the FIFA Under-17 World Cup a couple of years ago, when they were coached by Jesus Ramirez, now the coach of Club America. Cerda. Again, the Chelsea defence a little hesitant and standing off the ball there. No way through this time for Escueda. Malouda. Quite link up with Solomon Kalou there. Kalou, who's been a little bit on the fringes of the match so far. Oscar Rojas. Another aimless ball really from the right back. Rojas, who came through the youth system with Club America, then had a couple of years away with San Luis before returning to Club America. There's another one who's celebrating his birthday soon. He'll be 28 in a week's time. Malouda upended. Well, if anything, that challenge there from Mosquera, more serious one than the one which saw Rojas cautioned a little earlier on in this half. Alex coming forward through the middle of your picture there. Carvalho has also just barged his way forward. Again, the referee has seen something he doesn't like, a little bit of bumping and barging. Malouda with it. Looked always to be a fraction too high. Nobody able to get on the end of it. That's what this stadium looks like from the outside. That's what it looks like inside. A feat of engineering that the citizens of Texas are rightly proud of. Fouls on Silva by Alex. Silva, who like Escueda was in the under-17 Mexico World Cup winning squad a few years ago. Cerda with a slightly risky pass there, the left back. You just wonder whether somebody might just be able to hit that big screen with a football. You might remember the World Cup back in 2006. I think it was Gelsenkirchen, the stadium, Schalke stadium, with the huge screen that cast all the shadows that the England goalkeeper Paul Robinson hit with a drop kick out of his own penalty area. Free kick Chelsea. Foul on Sinclair. Scott Sinclair, who spent the second half of last season on loan at Birmingham City, helping them from the English Championship to the Premier League. Player has been about a bit on loan as well. Brilliant experience for a player who's just 20 years of age. Now, is Alex lining this one up for a shot? As you can see, it's virtually dead centre. Through the middle. Navarrete just watched it all the way. Through the gap that was created in the wall, the goalkeeper had it covered. Neatly done by Silva. Not the best of balls forward though. Looking for Cabanas, couldn't find him. Salvador Cabanas, the Paraguayan international, prolific scorer in the Mexican League since he came to the club. Over 100 goals now in the Mexican League, and he was top scorer in that league in 2007. Decent effort from long range from Jean Beausejour. Ricardo Carvalho. I thought at one stage that Carvalho would link up yet again with Jose Mourinho at Inter, having played for the Portuguese coach at Porto and at Chelsea. Indeed, he almost immediately followed Mourinho from Porto to Chelsea back in the summer of 2004. Cerda. Way to flatten there. Free kick for the foul on Sturridge. Referee's not impressed by the challenge on Sturridge, but he let the one go on Esqueda. Here comes Alex, all the way through the back of him. Hutchison. Mancien able to stick out a leg, but Club America pick up possession once more. Forward comes Esqueda on this near side, showing no ill effects from that challenge from Alex just a minute or so ago. Silva with the infield ball. Reina. Chested down by Alex. No power at all in the shot from Angel Reina. Problem this time for Jean Beaujajois. And it was that challenge there from Mancien, who got the ball fair and square. That's the way he landed, really, more than anything else. Landed right at the base of the spine. As we all know, that can be particularly painful. Excellent support for the Mexican side in this stadium, as there has been for all three of their fixtures in this World Football Challenge. Let's watch the way that he takes this shot from distance. Not a bad effort at all. Is it the way he falls? Just there, yes. Almost on his hip, really. Sturridge. Oh, gets a free kick. Foul by Serda in the opinion of the assistant on this near side. Promising position then for the English team. Navarrete, the 28-year-old goalkeeper, stands on his near post. Who's come up from the back for Chelsea. Try and get on the end of this free kick. Towards Alex, pushed onto the post and away. The header was by Kalou. And what a good save from Navarrete. That was an excellent stop from the Mexican goalkeeper. It's towards Alex here, but in fact the header comes in from Kalou. And that would have been the opening goal of the match had it not been for that fine save from Navarrete. He's kept his side in this match, no doubt about it. Corner's not a good one. Ball by Mancien. Well, not cleared at all properly. Essien couldn't pick it up. And the shot came in from Malouda. What a save this is from the goalkeeper. Look at his position here. Just had to move slightly to his right, pushing it onto the post. Didn't have much time at all to react. Kalou, the Ivory Coast international, denied the opening goal. Kalou, who together with Didier Drogba has been involved in Africa Cup of Nations and World Cup qualifying fixtures for the Ivory Coast in the early part of the summer. Sinclair. Followed by Deco. Corner kick put behind by Mosquera. Mosquera, who had a couple of seasons in Spain with Seville. Deeper, off the post again. Navarrete gets to the ball, that's a corner. Club America claiming that they should have had a free kick inside the penalty area. But what a chance that was again for Chelsea to score the opening goal. Header coming in and off the post from Ricardo Carvalho, who stayed up for this corner. Chelsea keep the pressure up. Crosses a deep one. Picked up by Alex. Driven across. It's another corner. Comes off Mosquera. Well, Navarrete's goal is leading a bit of a charmed life at the moment. The goalkeeper's in action. In by Malouda. Mancien. Succeeds this timing, finding Florent Malouda. Hutchinson. Now Chelsea may have some defending to do here. Forward comes Cabanas. All the way through, Mancien back. Good period of play from Chelsea. Salvador Cabanas, the Paraguayan international, always a threat. Mancien. Chelsea looking to make the most of what time they have in this first half after that good spell in the last 5-10 minutes or so for them. Denied by Armando Navarrete. Off the post from Carvalho. And Navarrete just there to push it away to safety. Royas. Mosquera. Cerda. the last 5 minutes then of this opening half of the last match of the 2009 World Football Challenge. Sinclair battling away, couldn't get past Silva though. Forward by Mancien, too strong. Well, it could so easily have been at least one goal to Club America, maybe two to Chelsea. Escueda with that excellent opportunity for the Mexicans. Kalou and Carvalho coming close for Chelsea. Sturridge across, Masquera is there first. Away by Royas. Well, an early change for Club America, and it's Jose Joaquin Martinez who is coming on. Martinez is on. Bonjour is the player who has come off, presumably because of that hip problem that he picked up some 10 minutes or so ago after that challenge from Mancien. Oh, nobody got there at all. Just kept in play on this near side by Reina. Hilario, well, he got a glancing touch to it, the Chelsea goalkeeper. Plenty of players in the penalty area, and Hilario just getting a touch. Mosquera, the centre half, bound to cause a few problems. America not making the most of that corner at all, though. Royas. Cabanas. Carvalho across there with him. Silva. Away by Carvalho, and kept in on that far side as well by Malouda. Kalou's ahead of him. Malouda, the French international, will go into the last minute of the first 45, plus any stoppage time that will be added on by the American referee. Here's Alex. Malouda, closed down by Royas. Forward by Hutchinson. Sinclair turns it on for Mancien. 4 in the penalty area, waiting for Mancien's cross. Firmly away by Mosquera. past the first defender. Picked up by Mancia. Deco. Oh, it's fallen nicely here for Chelsea. Again, the goalkeeper is there just to push it to safety. Partido, it's a real goalmouth scramble, and in the end, Sinclair's shot is blocked, and it's away to safety. Heroics again from Armando Navarrete. Deco with the ball through, and it appeared to be okay really for Cabanas, but he made a real mess of it. Malouda's ball in, nobody really dealing with it at all. Sinclair's shot in the end, blocked away, off Mosquera. Look here for the giant central defender, just lurching his way in, and it came off Kalou, I think in the end, indeed it did. He's just had a look at his watch. Well, if it hadn't been for him, we would have had goals in this first half. No doubt about it. So 3 changes then made by Carlo Ancelotti for the start of this second half. Chelsea 0, Club America 0, and as things stand, Chelsea will be the winners of this inaugural World Football Challenge. Mancien on that far side, Chelsea in the all blue with the white socks, kicking from right to left in this second period. Essien, surely fouled, and indeed he was, by Angel Reyna. Deco. Free kick to the Mexican team. Royas. Left by Hutchinson. First touchdown in this match for Ross Turnbull. We're hoping that he won't be as busy in this second half as that man was in the first. Armando Navarrete. An excellent first half performance from him, including a fantastic save from a header from Solomon Kalou, pushing it onto the post. To confirm the changes for you, Ross Turnbull on in goal then for Hilario. Turned by Cabanas. Esqueda. Challenge was by Ricardo Carvalho, and it was a good challenge as well, much to the displeasure of the Club America supporters inside the stadium. You can hear their disquiet. Who makes the run forward? Shevchenko's there as well. It is Andrei Shevchenko. Strong, determined run. Couldn't quite be played through there into the path of Sinclair. Hutchinson under a bit of pressure. And a yellow card for young Sam Hutchinson. Alan Martinez. Partido across this near side to take. Celebrating his 33rd birthday, remember, today, Pavel Pardo. Cleared away eventually by Alex. Forward by Silva. One by De Santo. Just cleared away at the last possible moment by Mosquera. Hutchinson with the throw. Malouda. Hutchinson. Oh, he's through now, the left back, but he's just offside. Looks to have made a good move there, Sam Hutchinson. Didn't quite time it right. Well, that's the reason the roof has been closed. You might have just seen that lightning from outside the stadium. There's a thunderstorm going on. So we just heard the thunder there just a moment ago. Forward by Malouda. Now, what can Chelsea do here? Lost in the end, couldn't be controlled by Solomon Kalou, and away in the end by Mosquera. There's the lightning outside the stadium. It is quite a Texas storm outside. Good job really that the roof has been closed the other night. There was quite a thunderstorm in this part of the world. It can be dangerous for players to be out playing in thunder. There was a match in Scandinavia earlier this week in which a player was struck by lightning and was seriously ill in hospital as a result. Carvalho. Malouda. Hutchinson. Malouda switches it wide. Finds Mancier. Neat play from the right back, Deco. Hutchinson. Shevchenko. Little burst of speed from him. De Santo drives it across. Shevchenko couldn't quite get there. The Andrei Shevchenko of a few years back most definitely would have. Essien. Malouda. Deco trying to chip it through for Shevchenko. Club America about to make another change. Another Martinez coming on in the first half for Beausejour because of an injury for Jean Beausejour. So off comes Angel Reina. And on in his place is Montenegro. Offside against Cabanas. So Reina off, and Daniel Montenegro coming on in his place. Di Santo, Shevchenko, just caught, free kick, yellow card, possibly, maybe not. Shevchenko bursting through here, just caught. Shevchenko, who's still being strongly linked with a move away from Stamford Bridge, out of favour last season, returned to Milan on loan. But if there's any man who knows Andrei Shevchenko's play, it is the new coach at Chelsea, Carlo Ancelotti, who of course was his coach at Milan. Too close to goal, they would have preferred it to be a couple of metres further away. Now what danger is Navarrete going to face here? Deco with it, straight into the wall. Back in by the return pass from Malouda. Not a good free kick from Deco. Hasn't really been the player that Chelsea that they had signed. Deco. Hutchinson. Deco in a little bit of trouble. Royas. Serda. Martinez. Royas. Here's the new man, Montenegro. Royas just able to keep it in. Had to readjust quite sharply there. Called by Carvalho. Shevchenko. Lovely ball forward. Didn't work out at all there for Malouda. Montenegro. Eventually and belatedly the flag is up against Cabanas. Well, Florian Malouda looked to be clear there on this near side. Didn't make the most of the opportunity. Shevchenko. Malouda. Essien just let it run under his foot. Hutchinson. Shevchenko. Hutchinson's continued his run as well. Here is Sam Hutchinson. Can he pull it back? Almost to Shevchenko. Just away in the end by Montenegro. Mancier. Corner kick. Won by Kalou. Shevchenko's presence has certainly made a bit of a difference up front for Chelsea in the early stages of this second half. pulling it back. Nobody on the end of it. Shevchenko with just a year left on his contract at Chelsea. I'm sure we'll be looking to capitalise in on him. If not at the start of the season, maybe in January. They won't want to let his contract run down. De Santo. Franco De Santo, the Argentine under-20 international. Well, he does here to just sprint away from Royas. Away by Alex. Huge clap of thunder overhead. Mancia. Good burst of acceleration, just stopped in his tracks by Serda. Luda across to take this corner kick. Again, Alex has come forward. Ricardo Carvalho there as well. Towards Shevchenko at the near post. He couldn't quite make a telling connection. This time it's deeper, taken by Navarrete. Montenegro. The best of balls from Alex, and maybe a half a chance here for Club America. Mancien across. Just blocks the run from Escueda. Header half away by Hutchinson. Cabanas. Escueda with the shot, pushed away by Turnbull. Escueda has scored the opening goal against Milan in Club America's 2-1 victory. That stung the palms of the Chelsea substitute goalkeeper. Away by Mancia. Silva going nowhere in particular, but he has kept that ball in. That in the end was a good run. To be heading up a cul-de-sac as he made his way across to that far touchline. A bit of a reaction there from Mosquera. Deco. Nicely done from De Santo. Interesting partnership up front for Chelsea. The youth of De Santo, the experience of Shevchenko. Free kick given away by Mancien. Mancien, very versatile player, can play right back, centre half, or indeed in midfield. Pavel Pardo carefully placing this free kick. It's beyond Turnbull and it's off the post. Chelsea have struck the post twice. Now Club America have done exactly the same. Pardo's cross flicked in towards goal. It came off Cabanas. Well, what a fortunate goalkeeper Ross Turnbull is. Here's the free kick in, just glancing off the top of Cabanas. Chelsea getting it away to safety. Turnbull made his last appearance for his former club Middlesbrough against Chelsea in a 2-0 defeat at Stamford Bridge back in January. Now on comes Claudio Pizarro, another who may very well be on his way out of Stamford Bridge before not too long. The Chilean international striker. Hutchinson. Essien. Mancien. Good burst of pace from him. De Santo. Flag stays down. Pizarro's in the middle. So is Shevchenko. Malouda. High, wide. Expect to see a whole host of substitutions through this second half, which will be broken up as a consequence of that. It's Silva who's gone off. Martinez. Martinez. I think that's just short, sold a little short there. Chelsea preparing to make a couple more changes. Branislav Ivanovic and Ashley Cole, both down on the touchline. Jesus Ramirez there, the coach of Club America. Hutchinson off. Ashley Cole there, the man who's on. Left back in place of Hutchinson. And Ivanovic is going into the right back position, so Mancien has been withdrawn. Came off Shevchenko. Just kept in play by Royas. Deco. Surrounded by yellow shirts and has put Ashley Cole in a touch of trouble. Towards De Santo. Malouda. Here's Essien. Deco. Shevchenko. Essien. Malouda. Shevchenko couldn't find a way past. Montenegro with a little touch. And here comes Montenegro once more. Away by Carvalho. Comes off Cole. Well, that's the scene outside the stadium. Those are amazing pictures, aren't they? The advanced weather forecast, absolutely correct. That's why they closed the roof of the stadium, and it was a decision that proved to be 100% correct. Pardo. De Santo. Deco, picked up by Essien. Foul on Michael Essien. Well, unless we get a goal in the last 20 minutes of this match, it will be a tie. Each side will get a point apiece, and then we will have a penalty shootout to decide who actually gets the extra point for winning the tie. Won't make any difference whatsoever, though, to the destination of this World Football Challenge if it does end that way, because Chelsea will be the winners. Shevchenko claiming a corner, not getting it. He's looking to the big screen to see if there's a replay. Sadly for the Ukrainian, there isn't. Taken down nicely by Montenegro. Cabanas. Martinez. Turn and shot from Escueda. America hoping for a little more from Cabanas and Escueda up front than that they've got so far. Luda leaves it for Cole. Shevchenko. Essien looking to play it out onto that far side to Ivanovic. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Pizarro couldn't keep hold of it, though. Mosquera. Here's Navarrete, the real hero of the night. Not a bad clearance as well. Cabanas with the touch on. Just too long for Martinez. Wants a corner, the Paraguayan striker. The rain still teeming down. Essien sweeps it to this near side to Ashley Cole. Too high though. for the Chelsea substitute. Club America about to make a change. It's Enigo who's coming on. And it's Mosqueda who is withdrawn. He's had a good game at the back. Equivaldo Mosqueda. On in his place. Partido there. Unable so far to celebrate his birthday. And something influential, although his free kick just a few minutes ago headed into the post by Cabanas. What can Club America do from this? Half a dozen in yellow in the Chelsea penalty area. Pardo with it. Easily away. Royas might as well have a go. Straight at Turnbull. Quick release from the Chelsea goalkeeper as well, and a rather wasteful release. Well, he saw an opportunity there, the Chilean international. Essien. Cole. Shevchenko on the overlap. Turn was by Maluda. Oh, turned in. De Santo. Just seemed to be a moment of hesitation there amongst the defenders of Club America. And Franco De Santo pounced to poke it in past Navarrete. The Argentine under-20 international makes a telling contribution to this match. Look at the goalkeeper here, he appears to come out for the ball and then just stops. And De Santo able to just turn the ball into the unguarded net. He was pretty unguarded as well. Good anticipation, good movement. And he heads straight to John Terry to celebrate. Chelsea get a point for the goal. Takes them up to 11 now. Pizarro's shot is blocked. Essien hits it wide. Franco De Santo, who joined in January of last year from the Chilean side, Audax Italiano. An Italian passport, which is very useful in terms of playing in Europe. Handball by Cabanas. Big things are expected of him in the future. By Maluda. Here's Pizarro. De Santo on this near side. Trying to take on Royas, and does so. Pulls it back successfully, and it's a second goal. Florent Maluda for Chelsea. 2-0, and surely game over. Club America conceding 2 in as many minutes almost. Navarrete beaten for a second time. And the scorer of the first goal, the creator of the second. Lovely run here from De Santo, taking on Royas, poking it back nicely, and the finish, well, it was a simple one really for Malouda. Plenty of the goal to aim for, couldn't really miss. Chelsea get another point for another goal. 12 points now they have overall. A 2-0 victory over Inter in their opening game. Drogba and a penalty from Frank Lampard. A 2-1 win over Milan in their second match. Drogba again and Yuri Zirkov on his Chelsea debut. And they now lead Club America by 2-0 as well. Is it to be 3 out of 3 in this tournament for the English side? There is a trophy for this World Football Challenge, a shield that is in the stadium because the other match today between the two Milan clubs, Inter and AC, didn't really have an effect as to who was going to win this first ever World Football Challenge. Another change for Club America. On comes Andres Chiteva. Esqueda is withdrawn. On by Pizarro. Deco. Partido has been withdrawn as well by Club America. Arnold Rivas on in his place. So a double change for the Mexicans. Cole. Well done by Pizarro, held off the challenge there, and can Claudio Pizarro keep it in? He'll face a difficult job. He did so though, did so successfully. Pizarro had such a good season last season on loan away from Chelsea at Werder Bremen in Germany. Winning the German Cup, finishing runners-up in the last ever UEFA Cup. Pizarro, oh, headed it back across the area. Yessian shot driven, and it was charged down, as was the follow-up. Montenegro beaten to it. Now, De Santo trying to take on the newly introduced defender, Jesus Sanchez. On by Chiteva. Shevchenko the target, but De Santo comes away with it anyway. Malouda. Cole making a run on this left-hand side, highly ambitious from Florian Malouda. Well, what a difference he's made since coming on. Scoring the first, creating the second. Another change for Club America. Michael Garcia joining the action in place of Oscar Royas. Chitaba. Does look like Jesus Ramirez has basically given up on this as a exercise in trying to win the game. He's just trying to give some of his players some exercise in it. Garcia couldn't get there. Martinez struggling for the ball. Essien. Good strong surging run from Michael Essien, but three in yellow converge on him. Pizarro. Forward by Carvalho. Kick one there by Contagianis. Another has just come on, Lampros Contagianis, the Greek player. He'll be 21 next weekend. By my reckoning, that's 8 changes now that Club America have made. Just hooked away by Alex. Well, it's not going to be the most pleasant of journeys home for the supporters inside the Cowboys Stadium. DeSanto. Deco. Finds Shevchenko. Malouda on the overlap. Cole offering support. Here is Malouda. Shevchenko. Essien sweeps it out to that far side, but it just skipped up and away from the substitute Ivanovic. Montenegro. All the way through for Rodriguez. Well, that was incredibly ambitious. If anyone's going to beat Ross Turnbull from there. So it would seem to be a very successful trip to the United States of America for Carlo Ancelotti. 4 wins out of 4, including 3 in this World Football Challenge. DeSanto through to Shevchenko, just edged out of the way. An eagle with the defending. Montenegro. Ball by Malouda. Finds DeSanto, who appears to be reveling in this match. Rodriguez. Sanchez hits it long. So the ball out together. Deco hits it high. Is there time for Club America to bring a goal back? No way through for Chitava. I just wonder with all these changes how much additional time the referee is going to add on. Happy with the attention that Martinez was paying to Pizarro. Minimum of 3 minutes to be added on at the end of this 90. And it does look as though Chelsea are going to win. Question is, are we going to have any more goals in the stoppage time at the end of this last match of the 2009 World Football Challenge? Club America of Mexico, Chelsea of England, and the two Italian sides from Milan, Inter and AC, all competing in this 4-team tournament. These two sides coming into this match, the last of the tournament, in contention to win it. But it's Chelsea who've taken command of this match, and with it, the World Football Challenge as well. Ivanovic. Shevchenko fouled. Next up for Chelsea, a friendly against Reading of the English Championship next Saturday, and then the Community Shield against Manchester United at Wembley Stadium before they start their Premier League campaign against Hull City and then Sunderland. Going into the last minute then. No doubt about the destination of the points from this match, no doubt about the destination of the title from this World Football Challenge. Turnbull hits it long and finds Pizarro. Maluda, scorer of the second goal. Chelsea, remember, hit the post twice in the first half. Carvalho and Kalou, and they might have a third here. Maluda looking to set up Shevchenko. Pizarro couldn't get the shot in. That's victory for